Hey guys, welcome to page 3 of your Algebra 3 Unit 1 study guide over arithmetic and geometric sequences. Let's go ahead and start. Part 4, evaluating your series. The word evaluate basically is find me the answer. Okay? If you show your work, you probably will get partial credit. So always show your work just in case you accidentally type something in wrong in the calculator. That's always a good thing. All right. It says evaluate the series. It tells you it's a series. Okay, so you're not going to use sequences. So there's many ways that you guys have learned. Let's look at number 29. First of all, you have a sigma. Notice this one is geometric because it's raised to the m minus 1. Okay, so remember how you do this? Alpha, window, there's your sigma right there, number 2. I also want to emphasize to you that if you add that extra set of parentheses, it will probably help you out a lot and you will not mess up on your calculator. Alright, on your calculator, notice this one says m equals 1. This is the letter you use right here, not the alphabet m, okay? So x, 1, right click, I'm going to the 9th term, and here's my formula. Notice my set of parentheses will help me. Parentheses, negative 2, parentheses, raised to the x minus 1. That x right there. Do you see how they look alike? You want to do that and equal, okay? So starting with my first term, going to my 9th term with a ratio of negative 2, and my first term being understood 1. Comes out to be 171. There's number 29. Number 30. This one is a linear, this one is an arithmetic. Same thing, using a sigma. So I'm going to be adding all my numbers starting with my 5th term all the way to 24th. Please, please, please read. Don't assume this is always 1. Alpha window, number 2, x, oh, sorry. It says n, but it's x. Starting with my 5th term, going to the 24th term, I'm going to have 10, x minus 18, okay? Notice they look exactly alike, other than the variables. Push enter, and that solution is 2,540. Let's look at number 31, okay? This one is geometric. I know that looks like an imaginary, but here it is just a variable. All right, alpha window, number 2, x, remember this x, starting with my first term, going to my 8th term. Now, I'm going to put parentheses around it so I always know what it looks like. See it right there? 4 raised to the x minus 1. See how it looks just alike, okay? Comes out to be 21,845. Let's look at number 32. All right, this one is an arithmetic because n is not raised to a power. But be very careful how you type it in. Alpha window, number 2, here's your n. 3, starting 3rd term, going to the 10th term, and I have 5n plus 3, okay? See how they match? That comes out to be 284. Now, 33, you can do it many ways, but read the direction. Evaluate the series. That means I want an answer, okay? A series is where you add all your terms together. So what are you going to do down here? Basically, you're going negative 4 plus negative 16 plus negative 64 plus negative 256. It is a sum. You can just type that into your calculator instead of trying to write a formula. All right? So negative 4 plus negative 16 plus negative 64 plus negative 256. And your answer comes out to be negative 340. Could you have written a formula? Yes, but that requires you to go find the D or the R. Okay, in this case it would be the R. Number 34. Same thing. Negative 11 plus negative 20 plus negative 29 plus negative 38, plus negative 65. You see how you're just going to add them all together? That's basically what you're doing. Negative 11 plus negative 20 plus negative 29 plus negative 38 plus negative 47 plus negative 56 plus negative 65. Just be very careful when you type it to always check your answers. Check that you typed it in correctly, okay? That comes out to be negative 266. And there you have number 2934, okay? Don't make it harder than it is. Read the problem. Next part tells you it's also a series and they are geometric. It tells you what they are. You guys know 3 different ways to do it. All right, let's take a look at number 35. It gives you the n, it gives you the first term. A lot of you guys like the sigma, okay? Now, if you notice, you're multiplying by 2. In this one, you could keep going, and then you can add it all together. Or you could do your sigma. So I'm going to do my sigma. So here's method 1, okay? So I'm going to do my sigma. N equals 1, going to your 7th term. Here's your explicit formula. I know my R is 2 because I'm multiplying by 2 every time. You could check that on your calculator. I've already shown you how. Okay? 8 divided by 4 is 2. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 32 divided by 16 is 2. All right. First term, R is 2, N minus 1. You do not plug a number where N is. You guys are messing up when you're doing that, so stop. Okay? Here we go. Alpha window, number 2. X1, starting first term, going to the 7th term. And there's my explicit formula. 4 times 2 raised to the n minus 1. You want to put parentheses around those? Please do so. And that comes out to be 508. Okay? So if it makes you feel better, put parentheses around that. Go for it. That's method 1. Method 2. Okay? You could use this formula. S stands for S sub n. All right? It's geometric. So you're going to take, I just went blank on the formula. Unbelievable. Okay? So you're going to take, it's 1 minus your R raised to the n, and my n here is 7. Oh, it's first term. That's it. First term. Parentheses, 1 minus R. Now, that 7 is inside your parentheses, not outside. So don't mess that up. Divided by 1 minus R. This would be your second method. Type this very, very carefully, okay? 4, parentheses, 1 minus 2 raised to the 7. Get out of that. There's your parentheses. Now, push enter. Divide by 1 minus 2. If you get in that habit of taking care of your numerator, equal, then divide by the denominator, you won't get it wrong. That comes out to be 508. Same answer. 2 different methods. You could have done the third, but that one will take even longer, so I'm not going to do that. Okay? All right. Number 36. Okay? You got an N, you got an R. Remember, it's a series. So, you can do method 1. First term to the 7th. It's an R, so it's geometric. So negative 3 times 3, n minus 1. Okay, so let me show you how to type that in. Let me clear my calculator. Alpha window number 2. X1 going to 7. Negative 3 parentheses 3 raised to the x minus 1. Notice I didn't type a number in there. Enter. Comes out to be negative 3279. And some of you like to add that extra parentheses. More power to you. Okay? Method 2. Here we go. 7th term. First term is negative 3, 1 minus 3 to the 7th. Notice it's inside your parentheses. Divided by 1 minus 3. Type it correctly, please. Negative 3 parentheses. 1 minus 3 raised to the 7th. Delete that. Get out of it. Parentheses. Equal. Divided by 1 minus 3. Oops. Need that parentheses. If you forget it, it will be wrong. Notice I got the same answer. Second method, first method. Doesn't matter which way you want to do it, okay? Or you could even write it out. All right, let's go to number 37. This one has an N, an R, and an A, okay? Geometric. It tells you it's geometric. I'm just going to do the sigma on this one, okay? Going to the 9th, negative 4 times 4, n minus 1, and I'm going to add my extra set of parentheses. Keeps you from messing up. Alpha window, 2, x, remember this x, 1 to the 9th, so negative 4 parentheses, raised to the n minus 1. Get out of that. Comes out to be negative 3, 4, 9, 5, 2, 4. Do let me know which method you use, okay? This tells me using the sigma. All right, let's go to this one right here. Now this one, I don't have an n, so you actually have to go find an n, okay? So we need to go find out what that n is, so that way we can use. Now, to find that n, use that calculator. Write your explicit formula first, so that would help you a lot. First term times negative 4 raised to the n minus 1. Do you see that right there? Type that in, and you got your a sub n, negative 524,288. You can do the logarithm, or you can do the like base. I'm just going to use the calculator. Y equal, here we go, 2 parentheses, negative 4 raised to the x minus 1. See that right there? Second table, go look for this number right here. Now, this one looks very much like it. It's got negative 5.2 times 10 to the 5th. See how it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 to the 11. That's how you got negative 5.4. So my n is a 10. Always double check. You want to know how you can double check. Get out of that. Watch. 2 parentheses, negative 4 raised to the 10 minus 1. See how I got the same? So now I know my n is 10. Okay? I am actually going to solve using the series. S sub n, which is 10, equals your first term. And I want to do it this way because of the negative. Minus negative 4. Notice what I did. Raised to the 10th power outside. Type very carefully. Divided by 1 minus negative 4. Okay? So, a lot of you guys would probably do the sigma. If you do the sigma, that would probably keep you from messing up. So, here we go. 2 parentheses, 1 minus, parentheses, negative 4. Notice that's a negative, and there's your minus. Raised to the 10th, in parentheses. You see how they look exactly alike? Enter, divided by, parentheses, 1 minus negative 4. Okay? Comes out to be negative 419,430. Let's try the sigma. See if that'll help you guys as well. Alpha window 2, x1, going to the 10th power. And here's my explicit. 2 parentheses, negative 4, raised to the n minus 1. Did I get the same answer? So be very, very careful. Okay? I would probably do the sigma. That'll keep you from messing up. But you can do the S sub 10 if you don't have a calculator on you, like a TI-84 calculator. But if you have your cell phone calculator, then you want to do it this way. Okay? All right. Number 39, I'm also missing an n, so I got to go find that n first. Okay? So, negative 128 equals your first term times your r, n minus 1. All right? Now, I'm going to go and you could type this into your calculator. Y equal. So you can go negative 2 parentheses 2 raised to the x minus 1. Second table, look for negative 128. It comes out to be 7. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to do it the other way that some of you like, just so that you know how to do it, like base. So first of all, you divide by negative 2. If you don't want to do it this way, just forward a little bit. because I don't want you to mess up, okay? So negative 128 divided by negative 2, that gives you 64 equals 2 to the n raised to the n minus 1. Now, when you have a base here that's a 2, write that 2 here. Try to go figure out 2 to what power is 64. So we can just kind of play a little bit. 2 raised to the 7 is 128, right? But how about 2 to the 6 is 64. See how these are the same? So instead of writing 64, I can say 2 to the 6th power. Then what happens is this cancels out, and now you got 6 equals n minus 1. So n is equal to 7. See that? Okay, you could do it that way also. All right. Or you could actually rewrite this like a logarithm. So let's just kind of rewrite it like a log. So right here, you would say log base 2 of 64 is equal to n minus 1. See that right there? And you would hit alpha window, log base is number 5, base 2, solution of 64, that'll give you 6. So replacing this whole thing with 6, n minus 1, so n is equal to 7. Any one of those ways you can do, or just go to your calculator, okay? So let me separate them. There we go. A lot of you guys probably like the calculator. If that's the case, stick with it. All right, I'm actually going to do sigma with this one. Sigma, n equals 1. I'm going to the 7th, okay? First term is negative 2, ratio of 2, n minus 1. There you go. So, alpha window 2, first term to the 7th term, negative 2 parentheses, 2 parentheses raised to the x minus 1. See how they look alike? That'll help you. Negative 2, 54. If I add all this together from the first term to the 7th term, I'm going to have negative 254. All right, number 40. Okay, I have an n, but I don't know what r is. And I know I'm going to go r. Why? Because it says right up here it's what? Geometric. Okay, so let's find your r. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 54 divided by 18 is 3. Yep, all right. So your r is 3. Here we go. And there's your first term. So, let's do the sigma. N equals 1, going to the 9th term. My first term is 6. R is 3, n minus 1. Okay? Alpha window 2, x1, going to the 9th term. First term is 6, times your ratio of 3, common ratio, x minus 1. That comes out to be 59,046. And here you have your page 3. So, good luck. I've given you guys many options, many ways to do it. Pick the one that you like the best. It depends on what you know and what you don't know. And take it from there. Good job, guys.